Bada bing, bada bam.
Welcome to this week's Bacon and Mystery, Bacon and Murder episode. And you know what? I have been putting off this K-drama because everybody's been requesting this for a bam. It's a K-drama called Celebrity. And the reason that I have been putting it off was like, listen, if I wanted to be involved in some snarky influencer, cutthroat, competitive industry, I would just like start going to events again. I would start hanging out with people again. But I wasn't trying to do that. But then I was watching a clip on TikTok and someone dies in the show. And I was like, I'm in. I'm going to watch now. That's all it takes. A mysterious death, a homicide, a hint of a crime. I'm all ears. So let's get into it. This is weird. This is a weird show. The way that it's filmed kind of reminds me of Masked Girl. We've got multiple timelines going on and they're all in like an Easter egg. So we've got one main timeline, the current time. Then we got the past. Then we have flashbacks within the past, but it's all inside of the current timeline. It's very complicated, but I'm going to try to break it down to you as easy as possible. It all begins in a tiny little restaurant, hole-in-the-wall restaurant in South Korea. There's maybe like 4 tables available. And even the tables, they're like barrels with these wooden planks and you've got those plasticky stools. And it's weird. The restaurant is empty, but there is a girl sitting by herself at one of these tables, decked out head to toe in Chanel. This isn't even one of those like romanticized hole-in-the-wall New York City restaurants where it's packed with people and people are dying to get in and it's like trendy to eat at authentic places. You know, I don't care about 48 oysters. I want authentic cuisine. It's not one of those places. Truly, nobody knows about this place. It's as hidden gem gets. There's one old Korean ajumma working there and she's putting out all these side dishes on the old wooden table in front of this woman who again does not look like she belongs here. She's maybe in her early 20s. Her name is Hoari, so Ari. And she is the biggest social media influencer in South Korea. This scene is to just show you what it's like to be an influencer, they said. And as I was watching it, I was like, I feel like that's not what it's like. But we kind of get an idea of who this girl is by her first words on the show. She said, there's a saying, become famous so that even when you shit, people will praise you. And she takes a picture of the food at the restaurant.
Wait, she's talking to someone or
she's narrating.
She's
like, there's a saying, you know? And she's taking a picture of all the food on the table and the restaurant goes viral with her one post to the point where it's no longer a hole in the wall. It buys out the building next to it, then the one next to it.
Geez.
And then it turns into a 3-story modern restaurant. And even with all this new space, people are lining up to go to this place. It is a status symbol to go. If you're cool, you eat at this place. Ari says, I posted one picture and now they're pulling in $2 million a year in sales. This hole in the restaurant blew up. All thanks to the photo that I posted. That's right. I'll introduce myself. I'm that. Okay?
Damn.
Ari says she's a power influencer, which is different from a regular influencer, okay? Power influencers. I don't know. They're like the top, creme de la creme, she's saying. She's got 1.3 million followers and she is ready to expose this life, this industry to the whole world. Now, this drama is a little bit confusing in the sense that there's multiple timelines happening, but it's all in one umbrella timeline. So think current time. There's a girl, Ari. Ari is sitting in front of her camera. She's live streaming on Instagram. Her background is this almost mysterious looking set. Like we know it's in a warehouse, but we're like, why is she live streaming in a warehouse? She usually live streams at her home in her fancy apartment. What is she doing here? Something doesn't feel like a normal live stream. The ambiance is dark. She's wearing this sparkly silver mini dress. She's got bangs and a very short, sleek bob. It just looks like she looks like she could star in a domestic thriller. She turns on the live stream and she tells her audience, this is what life is like for the top 1% of influencers. Don't you want to know more about how I became a celebrity? What's the reality of this world and how you can gain entry? Isn't that something everyone wants to know? Fine. If you're begging, I'll tell you. To be honest, my lips have been itching for a while to talk about it. Just keep one thing in mind. You must question everything and believe only what you want. So she starts this live stream and it's going to evolve into a series of live streams that she does where her whole purpose is to Expose the industry. Expose all the deepest, darkest secrets of your faves, your favorite influencers. In South Korea, in this drama, there's what's called the Gabin Society. And these are like your top 7 influencer girlies.
Gabin, what does that mean?
That's what they call themselves. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the Gabin Society.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like just top 6 influencers doing some crazy shit. Like people are going to die. Okay. People are going to die. It's crazy. And she's going to expose every single detail. Listen, every drama that we've seen unfold on YouTube thus far is going to be nothing compared to this. And she says, it's going to be a very long story. So make sure to get popcorn ready. And we got to start from the beginning. So every episode begins with her in current time narrating, and then we get flashbacks. So it's like we need to see everything from start to finish. So we actually see Ari's life before she's even an influencer, because she's saying that it's important for you to know how I got here in the first place.
Got it.
So we get a flashback into Ari's life before she becomes an influencer. She's working at this skincare office, and she is a door-to-door salesman. And her best friend also works there. Her best friend's name is Junie. And Ari is like, she's a pick-me girl. I'm going to be honest with you. I love her, but she's kind of a pick-me in the beginning of the series because she's all about, I don't care about influencers. I only follow people I know. I don't even have time for social media. But if I did, why would you follow people that you don't know personally? But her friend Junie is all about that influencer world. She's on her phone at work and she's saying, holy shit, it's a full-blown battle right now. What is? Rolla and Pibimon are dragging each other to filth right now. What language are you speaking? Who's Pibimom? Oh, that's even crazier. That you don't know who Pibimom is? And she lifts up her leg. This, you don't know this? Beanie shoes from Pinimom? Does not ring a bell. But she is about to learn. Her coworker is about to go on a tangent. So Junie is like, Pibimon is a power influencer. She started as a fashion blog. Then she started selling shoes that she claimed to design from start to finish, right? We don't know if she did, but I like her shoes. It's like a status symbol to wear her shoes. Her shoes are basically a designer name. She sold out every single design that she's moved on to clothes, to bags. She has her own store. You've never seen the Pini stores? Oh, she sells accessories. Everything she posts sells out within like 5 minutes. But she might lose it all, thanks to her new feud with another influencer named Rolla. Rolla has released private text messages between her and Pini Mom where she's talking shit about the Gabin Society, all the high top influencers.
So she's not a high top influencer.
Pini Mom is.
Oh, Pinimum is, and she's talking about the other ones.
Her best friends, her so-called best friends. They always posted these group photos like, ooh, my besties, ride or dies. I will die for these girls. And all they're doing is talking shit. So we get a glimpse into each of the Gabin Society members, and they're all reading the released text messages. One of them is a girl named Chrissy, and she's pissed. Chrissy, she's an airhead and everybody knows it but her. That's why I call her sweetheart and she takes it as a compliment. That idiot.
Jeez.
Okay. The influencer world is going into total meltdown mode. The ones that are involved in this scandal are deciding to meet up at a cafe. We don't know exactly how everyone is involved yet, but they're all glued to their phones. Notifications are coming in. So to give you context, because I think as like a Western audience watching this, you would think that the only people that are going to be canceled are Pinimum and Rolla because they're the ones shit talking their friends, right?
I thought they hate each other.
Pinimum and Rolla, now they hate each other, but they used to be friends and they used to shit talk everybody else together.
Oh.
So you would think that they would be the ones canceled because why are you shit talking your friends, right?
Yeah.
But in Korea, things are very different. In Korea, there's almost this sentiment of like, if your friend is shit talking you, you must really be like a shitty person. Like you must really be dumb. It's almost like your fault for getting dissed. Like you probably did something to get dissed. So they're freaking out. Like this is not a good image. And the notifications are rolling in on their phones. They're texting their followers. They're posting on Instagram. They're trying to say, okay, like let me just follow up with my audience. But Chrissy is getting pissed. Every single girl at that table have varying degrees of followers. So some of them have like 60,000 followers. The other ones have like 200. Chrissy has like 300,000. And they're all glued to their phones and they won't even talk to each other. And there's 6 of them sitting there. And everyone's saying, sorry, you know the audience comes first. We have to talk to them. We just have to tell them the rumor is not about us. And Chrissy blows up on them. Do you have more followers than me? I didn't think so. So put your phone down because you're pissing me off.
Oh, jeez.
Side note about Chrissy, she's the ultimate. Okay, her brother is the CEO of one of the biggest law firms in the country. So you would say that he's probably the most prominent attorney in the country. His name is Tay, and his wife is also very pertinent to the story. She's sitting at this table, but she's not an influencer.
Oh.
Her name is Sarah. She is the opposite of an influencer. She is a career-driven woman, comes from a very high-powered political family, and most of her days, she just runs charities. Like, that's all she does. She dresses very classy. She's married to Tay, known them since they were kids. So she's there in support of Chrissy. She's like the only one with some brain cells.
So she's Chrissy's friend.
Sister-in-law.
Close friend.
She's Chrissy's sister-in-law.
Right. But she supports her.
Like Chrissy calls her Onni. And Chrissy, the dynamic is that Chrissy is so unhinged. And she's almost become her brother's responsibility. And as Tay's wife, Sarah takes on this motherly role with Chrissy. It's just all trying to manage her because she's just batshit crazy. There's no other way.
Got it.
The meeting starts with one of the other influencers by the name of Minnie. She's like the second biggest one. So in this group, if we had a hierarchy, it would be Chrissy and then Minnie, right? And she says, I'm sure you've all seen by now, but earlier today, Rolla has released her private chats with Pinimom online. I guess she wanted to take down Pinimom, but the problem is most of their chat history is talking about us behind our backs. Everyone here gathered today has been involved, and the public is eating it up. All of our names are on the major forums right now, and people are speculating, guessing, conspiring about what we would have done off camera to deserve something like this. She accused me of using her to grow my following, and now she's saying that I copy every single thing that she does. Another girl speaks up. Her name is Angela. And me, like, that's the one right here. She's saying that everything that I resell is fake designer goods. Another one says, yeah, and she said that my husband and I are just in love for views. Well, she said that I had my boobs done, which is just bullshit. Like, look, if she wanted to look at my boobs, she should have just asked. Chrissy starts freaking out. Those dirty ass. I mean, Pinimom is the ultimate bitch. But why drag us into it? And what the hell is wrong with Rolla? Rolla used to be Pinimom's little maid following her around, and now she wants to post these? No, Chrissy, I heard they had a falling out. Pinimom was in the process of dropping Rolla. She tried to kick her out of our group. And right as they're about to start another round of shit-talking, the door opens to the cafe. A woman with high heels and a purple fur coat walks in. Pinimom. Onni? Why are we all here?
Who's calling who Onni?
One of the girls is like, oh my
calling
God.
Pinimom
Yeah,
Onni?
like, Onni, why are you here? And Pinimom says, why are you all here? I thought this week's weekly meeting was going to be at the Chinese restaurant. Could it be that you were all trying to meet without me?
She's very bossy, huh?
Yeah. And then we cut to Junie talking to Ari about this. The skincare best friend talking to Ari at their 9 to 5 about this.
I
So
see.
Pinimom shows up at the restaurant to confront them. Okay, I get it. So it's like a fight between 2 top influencers and people are getting dragged. Well, actually, they're calling it like World War III online. World War III? Okay. World War III would typically mean that it's an event that is impacting countries and countless civilians and is actually an important thing in the grand scheme of things. They're calling this World War III. All right. Why don't you just focus on your own life, Junie, then follow this drama? You know, follow me instead of following these people. Top skincare saleswoman of the company this month. I saw you ranked last again this month. Keep it up. You're going to be fired. You're going to be fired. And what? You're just going to be following people? Ari excuses herself to go sell skincare at a rich woman's house. She's a door-to-door saleswoman. And she's sitting in the most beautiful apartment ever. And she's sitting on the coffee, like she's sitting next to the coffee table and she's selling them. And it's basically youth in a bottle, she's saying. But we learn that none of these middle-aged women own the fancy apartment. No, they all work there, and the real owners of this home are Tay and Sarah, Chrissy's brother and sister-in-law.
So who's the woman?
They're like the housekeepers and the maids, and
She thought they're the owner?
Yes, because the doorbell rings, or not the doorbell rings, but like a blah blah blah's home comes on because I guess the building alerts them.
Yeah.
And they start like shoving the skincare back into her bag. They're telling her to go hide because they're not allowed to have guests over. They're working. Why are you bringing people over for no reason? You know, they're workers.
Are they pretending to be the owner?
Kind of. It's kind of like she looks shocked. It does seem like they were pretending to own this place.
Oh, and then now the owner's actually coming home. They're freaking out like, oh, you gotta hide because the real owner's home now.
Yeah.
Kind of giving like Parasite type of vibe.
Yes. So she's like freaking out. She goes and hides in the closet. And she does see Sarah on the phone, like with all of her luxury bags coming in to take off her little scarf, her Hermes scarf. And it's a beautiful closet. And then she leaves. Ari comes out from hiding in the clothes, and this is her great escape. This is the chance that she has, but she just wants to like soak it in. This closet is insane. Like the bags, the clothes, insane. And it's such a huge contrast to when she gets home to her dimly lit apartment where she lives with her mom, and her mom is something. Her mom comes out of the bedroom wearing a tweed Chanel jacket. How do I look? I look good, don't I? I do, don't I? I used to love these types of styles. Mom, this is all gonna blow up in your face one day, please. You can't just wear your clients' clothes. Oh, and why not? Just because I wear it once doesn't mean the quality goes down. They're expensive clothes. That would defeat the purpose of expensive clothes. Besides, once I'm done cleaning it up a little and altering them, they'll never know. We find out that the family used to be super, super rich, but they had a fall from grace. But Ari's mom is Delulu. So she opened up an alteration shop in Gangnam, and she's just wearing her clients' clothes. Just take it off, Mom. Stop wearing other people's clothes. It's weird. No, I need some joy in my life to keep going. Besides, why do you think I opened up a business in the most rich area of town anyway? Exactly. I'm still trying to understand, Mother. Why open up your business in Gangnam where the rent is sky high and your business is losing money? You know you barely broke even the last month? Money. That's all you talk about. Jesus, stop acting like such a crass commoner with all this money talk. Mom, we are commoners. What did you just say? For 18 years straight, I raised you as a kid from a rich family. Privileged origins. Highest education. You and I are basically nobles. We have pedigree. Mom, the reality is we are living in a dumpster. It's been 13 years that we lived like this, Mom, so get together. It's time to face the facts. Ari goes to her room and she can't stop thinking about that closet. I think the turmoil with Ari is she has now faced the reality of her circumstances. But when she is faced with what she used to have, she does have this yearning. Mm-hmm. But she doesn't want to admit it. She never wants to admit it to other people. And she downloads Instagram to follow up on the drama because she's like, maybe this is a great escape from all of this. But Instagram tells her, log in or sign up for a new account. She hovers over the create new account and thinks for a moment. And current time live streaming influencer Ari wonders out loud, if I had made a different choice back then, would things have been drastically different? Would I be a different Ari today? And how different? So now, the next day, back in time Ari, she decides to go to the mall with her best friend Junie on behalf of their boss. The boss wants a Bulgari necklace for his wife's birthday, and he has sent Ari to go buy it like an errand girl. And the friend is so excited. Junie's like, but don't tell the salesperson that it's for somebody else. We have to go in there and act like we're the ones buying it so that I can try on all the pieces. I want the full experience, like the full luxury experience, okay? Ari does not do that. She walks in and she says, it's for my boss's wife. And her friend looks at her like, why don't you do that? But in the same high-end mall, there are two influencers shopping, carrying boatload of designer bags. They're like carrying 25 million Chanel bags and Hermes bags, and one of them is Minnie. Remember, she was in the room with Rolla and Pinimom, and she was one of the ones that got exposed.
Okay.
For being the one that copies everything that they do.
I see. So one is Minnie. Who's the other one?
Her name is Yuna, and she's She's the small influencer.
Is she also one of the 6?
Yeah, but she's got 60,000 followers, and you can tell the difference in the way that they talk to each other.
No.
It's so gross, yeah. And she's not even shopping. She's just there to help Minnie carry her bags. And Minnie's saying, how else are we supposed to de-stress? Why aren't you shopping? Oh, and by the way, Angela and Gina said that they might sue Rolla along with Chrissy. Are you going to join them? Oh my God, no. My husband would kill me. It would cause even more attention to come my way. And he hates that I do social media. He thinks it's going to ruin his career, so he won't even take a selfie with me. Yeah, well, you can tell him that nobody gives a fuck about doctors anymore. Some nerve, acting like he's above you. See, that's why I envy you, Minnie. Your husband is so supportive. He's honestly like the perfect guy. You've gained some followers because of me. Why don't you mention your husband's hospital name? I'm sure he'll change his mind when he notices how much more business you can bring him. I thought about it, but now it's kind of late. You know, right now our reputations are... And then Minnie's face changes. That f***ing bitch. Oh, are you okay? How do we take down that fucking bitch, Binny? She ruined our reputations. For what?
Binny?
Binny mom.
Oh, Binny mom.
Oh, Pini, right. I thought you were close with Pini 언니 and everyone was just mad at Rolla for releasing the messages in the first place. Yeah, well, if Pini didn't trash talk us, then there would be nothing to release, would there be? What did she say? I copy her? Stupid fucking bitch. You know who has more followers than her? Me!
She has more followers than...
Pini mom.
Oh, what? Then why is Pini Mo acting like the top dog?
She's like one of the older ones, like OG.
Oh.
And Yuna looks scared. I mean, yeah, that's very true. Yeah. Follow me. I gotta buy some jewelry in order to feel better. They walk into Bulgari, where Ari's coworker friend is begging to take a picture of the little shopping bag in the store. And Ari is like, are you trying to post it and tag Bulgari? Of course. Oh my God. Should I put the shopping bag on the ground? I see a lot of celebrities do that because it's like the vibe of like, I'm so rich, I don't even care about something like this. I put it on the ground. Should I do that? I think that's tackier. Like if you're really wealthy, then you would understand the quality of luxury goods and treat it as such. I think that's just trying to be extra tacky. Minnie and Yuna walk in and they hear everything that they're saying, and Minnie's in a pissy mood and she wants to turn around and be like, you know what? You're a stupid bitch and I'm an influencer. I don't know what she was trying to do, honestly. But she goes, 저기요, which is like, excuse me, you? And then all of a sudden her tone changes. Oh my God! Ari!
What?
Ari, how are you? It's me, Minnie! Ari looks slightly confused, but her friend Junie is freaking out. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's Minnie. Minnie, I'm such a huge fan. Minnie invites them to coffee where she goes to use the restroom real quick. And so it's the 4 of them sitting there. Minnie, Yuna, Ari, and Junie. But Minnie went to go use the restroom. And Ari, Junie's like, how did you not know that your friend is like one of the biggest influencers? Oh my God, are you crazy? Why didn't you tell me?
What?
And Ari whispers in her ear, I didn't know. She got so much work done, I don't even recognize her.
Oh, they're like classmates or something?
Yeah, back in high school, but she had so much surgery. She's like, but I didn't even know that was her. Like if I saw her on Instagram, I wouldn't even think I knew her. And her friend is like, and they wait and she sits down and she talks to Yuna about who Ari is. Listen, Yuna, you wouldn't believe it. Ari, when we were in high school, she was the it girl. Whatever she wore, everybody was obsessed with wearing it. Crazy rich. Probably the richest in the whole high school. Her parents were loaded. Her style was perfect. And she was smart. You know, I was so jealous of her back then. So what have you been up to now, Ari?
Oh.
Let me guess, Ari. You're working at your dad's company. You're probably married to another rich guy. And Ari looks super uncomfortable and she's about to tell her the truth that her parents' business came crashing down, but her friend stops her. Actually, she's just fucking around. You know how rich kids are. They don't even work. They do professionally play around. They do nothing for a living.
Bro, this is what we call pick teammate.
What is that?
It's like when you're playing a game, you have a teammate that
makes
just
it worse.
sabotage you.
Yes, like makes
they think
it
they're
worse.
helping, but they're literally sabotaging.
And Ari looks so pissed. And Minnie says, well, I guess I'm still jealous of you now then. My phone won't stop blowing up these days because of work. It's so rough. Anyway, what's your Instagram handle so I can reach out? Oh, I don't have Instagram, but I can get your phone number and we can hang out. Ari's friend Junie freaks out. if you follow my Instagram, I can connect you guys later.
What does that mean?
She just wants to be followed by Minnie. And Minnie is like, you want me to follow your Instagram so you can DM me her number? And Yuna giggles and goes, why would we do that? But Minnie is put in a position where she can't say no politely, so she just keeps looking at Ari, and Ari just shrugs. So she's forced to follow random Junie.
This is so funny.
So she goes home that night to run on the treadmill and take a photo, because of course she has to. Honestly, this show.
Who is this?
Minnie. This show makes influencers look so stupid, which we are, right? But like, you didn't have to do all that. She's like running, then she's like, ting. And then her husband is bringing her orange juice, and she goes, no, stop. Like taking a picture of him bringing her orange juice. And the caption is like, now how could I not love the perfect man when he does stuff like this? She sits on the couch ranting to her husband, who's kind of like, I don't think her husband loves her. I think her husband is there because I feel like she's the breadwinner. Like, that's the type of vibe. He gives me very like house husband in this obnoxious Gucci sweater. And it's like, literally it looks like he gets a facial every single day. And then she's like, guess who I ran into today at Bulgari? Remember that girl from high school I told you about? Ari? Ooh, what is she up to now? She's still fucking full of it, just like I remember. Well, you did say that you never liked her for always bragging about how rich she was. I think I might invite her to be my date for the party this weekend. I thought you were originally going to go with Pinimum. Well, I can't do that now anymore, can I? She's ruined because of the scandal. And besides, why would I ever hang out with that bitch ever again? That's so true. You're so smart. You're right. You should reach out to your friend. Right? I'm right? So Minnie texts Ari, who's with Junie and her mom, and they keep telling her, you gotta go to the party this weekend. Her mom even offers to let her wear one of her clients' dresses. And then she's like, Junie, just go home. Why would I wear someone else's clothes and go to some stupid party that I don't even care about? Like, what am I, a loser? Go home, Junie. I'm done with this conversation. Junie's like, yeah, I'm gonna go home after I eat some fruit with your mom. And she sticks around in the living room to eat the fruit while Ari goes into her room, but she can't help but contemplate just a little. She remembered seeing Minnie shopping. She bought about $20,000 worth of Bulgari jewelry in the store. And Ari remembers back in the day, Minnie was actually from a very poor family. Ari would give her her leftovers, her less worn clothes. She had this Burberry backpack that she had worn out and she was going to trash it, but Minnie begs for it. So she gave it to her without even thinking about it. And Minnie was so excited. But now, looking at her Instagram, she's driving around in Lamborghinis, going on vacations, living the dream life. All of her friends are other influencer friends just doing rich people things together, all of them. And you know what? Ari's thinking, maybe I will go to the party. Meanwhile, Chrissy is at her brother's office. Remember the bitchy influencer? So Chrissy, this is the top one whose brother is the attorney. Now, Chrissy is a little bit different from the other influencers. And I feel like we can even apply this to like regular influencer world. There's like the influencers that are just influencers. But Chrissy is kind of a socialite influencer. Like Paris Hilton. She already has that established family. She has that established background. Her parents are filthy rich. Her brother's the most prominent attorney in the country. Her sister-in-law is from a prominent, rich, wealthy, politically connected family. It's like she's a league different from the other influencers. Right. So even if her numbers are a little bit smaller than the other ones, there is a level of respect that she receives that other influencers just will not get.
Right.
But she's honestly the most airheaded one out of all of them. Okay, she's genuinely all she knows how to do is have a temper. That's it. That's her whole personality. Temper tantrum, worse. Chrissy. Yeah. I think it's like her privileged upbringing. I don't know. All of them have tempers, but she's crazy. It is the holidays, which for me ends up being one of the more costly seasons of the year. And there is just no avoiding it. Gift giving is one of my love languages. And let's be real, a little extra money never hurt nobody. Like, I've never met someone that's like, a little more money? No, thank you. You can go shove it up your duck's booty. It just helps everybody live their best lives. And Chime's online checking account is going to help you live your best life. With Chime's checking account, you can enjoy lots of perks like fee-free overdrafts up to $200. You can even get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit, and there is no impact on your credit score to apply. One of the best things about Chime, and genuinely everyone that I've recommended Chime to will say that this is life-changing, but you can get paid up to 2 days earlier. Like I was talking about, with a qualifying direct deposit, you can get access to your money sooner. And with SpotMe, you can get fee-free overdraft up to $200 when you set up a qualifying direct deposit. Set up that direct deposit, sign up for SpotMe. It's so simple, and Chime will spot you up to your limit when you make a purchase that exceeds your balance. And you can ditch the monthly fees. Chime has no monthly fees, minimum balance, or overdraft fees. You get access to 60,000 fee-free ATMs. That's actually more than the top 3 national banks combined, and you can easily find an ATM near you with the Chime app. And if you're out with friends and you need to split a bill, right? You can pay friends through Chime no matter what bank account they use, and you can cash out your money fee-free. Signing up Chime takes minutes, so join the millions of other Chime members and sign up today. Get started at chime.com/baking. That's chime.com/baking. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. Members FDIC. Eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Access to direct deposits up to 2 days early depends on the timing of the submission of the payment file from the payer. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal fees may apply. So she's sitting at her brother's office. This is like the biggest law firm in the country. And they're dealing with some crazy stuff. They're representing politicians. They're representing Samsung, like the biggest conglomerates in the nation. And she is sitting there taking up her brother's time. We need to sue them. Sue them. Both of them. Rolla and Penny Mom. And her brother is trying to, and there's another associate there. And the lower attorney is saying, ma'am, so we can try, but I just don't think that this is something that I would advise to go through with a lawsuit. And she goes, no, we have to. And she's freaking out, and her brother just lets her do whatever. He's like a yes man, can't say no to his little sister, whatever you want. And right at that moment, Sarah, his wife, well-educated, privileged woman walks in. Honey, can you step outside for a moment? We need to talk. He walks out of the office and she says, I stopped by because I was worried this would happen. Are you really planning on filing a lawsuit for your sister? No, don't worry. I'm just going to pretend. I'm going to play along, and in no time she's going to forget about it and move on. And you should try and forget about it too. I know, it must be exhausting because of my little sister. I'm sorry, but ever since she was young, she would always follow you around. Only this, only that. You're the only one that she might listen to. And at that moment, an assistant comes in and says, sir, we need you for the meeting. And they kiss each other goodbye, and Sarah's about to head out, but she sees a guy walking down the steps of the law office. Chrissy shows up behind her, and she's screaming, Jun oppa! Jun oppa! And Sarah says, Chrissy, just let him leave. He's probably busy anyway. Yeah, I guess we can say hi to him at the party tonight. So the guy that's walking away, his name is June. And we later find out that he is the CEO of like the biggest skincare makeup company in the country. And he uses this law firm because it's the best law firm in the country, right?
I see.
And we think it's that simple, but it's not that simple because Sarah was actually engaged to him before. She married Tay.
Hold on, slow down. Sarah was engaged to June?
Yeah, before she married the attorney.
But now the ex-boyfriend or ex-fiance is a client of a current
But nobody
husband?
knows
Oh.
that they were engaged before.
Oh. And now the little sister is into June, into the ex-fiance.
I don't know if she wants to date him, but everybody wants to be friends with Jun oppa because he's like...
Rich.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's loaded and influential and very young because, of course, we need another 21-year-old CEO, you know?
And he's young and handsome and rich.
And rich and smart and funny and witty and like will do anything once he loves a girl type vibe.
Okay. Got
Yeah, basically every single trope in a K-drama, put it into this guy. Inject it into his bloodstream. So Sarah's like, the party? He's going to be at the party tonight? Yeah, it's his company that's sponsoring it. Oh, okay. So Sarah looks a little bit startled. So we're already seeing some vibes here of like, something's a brewing. I'm
So
sorry.
what kind of party? Everyone's going to this party? What's this party?
It's like it's an influencer event.
Oh, okay.
So meanwhile, Ari is getting ready in a client's dress to go to that party because Minnie invited her to that same party. And her mom asked her, why did you change your mind? I guess I was just curious, you know, what it's like, how the other half live. But I don't know, I just kind of want to wear my own clothes. Are you crazy? Do you want to be humiliated? Your clothes will basically scream, I'm destitute and I wear cheap off-brand clothing because I have no money. Is that what you want? Just wear this and go. And once I dry clean it, absolutely nobody will know. Come, look in the mirror and look at how beautiful you look.
What is she wearing?
She is wearing a white tweed dress with a ribbon in the back, and it's a Saint Laurent tweed ready-to-wear dress. And we get some foreshadowing. And I'm going to die of secondhand embarrassment because Chrissy, the temper tantrum girl, and Sarah, the classy woman, they're sitting in the limo being driven to the party when Chrissy tells her, Oni, you should have worn your Saint Laurent piece. It would have been perfect for tonight. Oh, it's being altered right now. A thread came loose while I was cleaning.
Oh my God.
The beautiful one? Oh my God, see, like saving clothes is never a good idea. You have all these pretty clothes and you never wear them. You should wear them more often. They pull up to the party, paparazzi, screaming fans, all the influencers are being driven in supercars, limos, everybody is someone, and there's a red carpet and everything. And in a tiny taxi, Ari shows up. She gets dropped off far away from the red carpet. And something about the paparazzi, the sparkling lights, it's a whole new world. And then she feels a man's hand on the back of her neck fixing the bow on her dress. And she turns around. Jesus Christ, what kind of creep are you? It's June, the skincare mogul. I'm sorry, I must have mistaken you for someone else. Oh yeah? Mistaken me for someone else? That's usually what disgusting pervs say. She pulls out her phone and takes a picture of him. Excuse me? What are you doing? Give me your phone number so I can report you. I have a motto that I live by, eye for an eye, mouth for a mouth, but I just don't have time right now, and cops are really good at handling pervs like you. Pervs? You heard me. You think I don't know how often I run into your kind at the subway day after day? I report them all. It is my duty as a taxpayer in this country. And he starts laughing. Did you just laugh? Taxes, subway. I mean, it's getting interesting, isn't it? Oh yeah? How so? Playing dumb? Whatever. I don't need your phone number. I have a picture of you so I can report you. And he smiles and he gives her his phone number. Report it and give me a call. I'll be waiting for your response. It's just interesting to see another person with this dress. So here's my foreshadowing that I had. I'm like, I feel like he bought that dress for Sarah.
Oh,
You know what I mean? That's
see.
the vibe it's giving me.
And is he saying that she's poor?
No, I think he doesn't seem judgmental. He just seems like intrigued by all the coincidences and weird things that she's saying.
Why is he pointing out taxes and subway?
Because I guess he's not used to hearing people talk about stuff like that, like this.
Ah, okay.
He just feels very amused.
Come on now.
And which, like, I don't know why it's so hot in K-dramas, but then, like, imagine in real life, I'd be like, why are you mocking me? Like, this is my life, okay? And he walks off, and Ari walks into the party, and she runs into Minnie. Ari, you came, you made it. How are you? She drags her over and says, this is Angela, Gina, Yuna. Remember Yuna? We met her at the mall. And guys, this is my childhood friend, Ari. Ari, do you guys remember the rich friend that I was telling you guys about? How both of our families were so rich that everybody used to bully both of us? So Ari is like, this is lying because she was not rich in high school, right? And she's like, yeah, Ari is the annoying girl. She's the annoying girl that has it all, looks, money, brains. It's to the point where you want to hate her, doesn't it? The rest of the girls look jealous, but they try to be nice. When Chrissy and Sarah walk in, they say, here comes another one of those annoyingly perfect girls. Sarah, 언니, hi! Sarah and Chrissy walk up, and Chrissy spots Ari. And you are a new face. 언니, isn't that the same dress you have? Saint Laurent? Sarah looks her up and down, and Chrissy keeps going. So how did you get it? Excuse me? Saint Laurent tweed. Rare sight. I was on the waiting list and I still couldn't get it. How did you get it? Milan? Paris? Ari seems super stressed and she's hesitating and everyone is staring at her, accusing her of being a gatekeeper, but Sarah saves her.
Sarah?
It's her dress, but she saves her, the classy woman.
Oh, yeah.
It was London, wasn't it? My essay told me the last one was being sold to a client in London.
Bro, are you, like, it's a dress. It can't be that serious.
That's what I'm saying.
like, come on now.
Bro,
Like,
also,
no way you are, like, inventory tracking every single dress.
yeah, but also, if someone asks me that and I'm already caught in this pickle, like, just be like, Tokyo. I don't know.
Yeah.
What are you going to say to me? I don't know, you know?
Like, what is going on?
Sarah gives her a small smile. Meanwhile, we see Bini Mom, the girl that's in the scandal.
Yeah.
She is at the door trying to get in, but the bouncer is like, sorry, you're not allowed in. What do you mean I can't get in? Do you not know who the hell I am? I'm Pini Mom. Me when I lock myself out of the house knocking on the door. Let me in. Do you not know who the hell I am?
I'm MissMangoButt. Mango, bark.
Mango.
Let me
Let
in.
me in, Mango. I created you, Mango. Oh, man. I'm sorry, ma'am, but you need to leave. We have VIPs here. Somehow, Pini Mom sneaks into the party and she screams the minute that she enters this great room with all of these influencers dressed to the nines in sparkly clothes, walking around, champagne glasses in their hands. She screams, "Ongmini!"
Okay.
Runs up to her and slaps her across the face.
Why does she have beef with Minnie? They're not even in the scandal together.
We're about to find out.
Okay.
And we cut to famous Ari live streaming. She said, that was the night that I figured out the cheat code to the influencer industry. It's true. I only went to the party because I was curious. What kind of people live like this? Who are they? How do they have so much money? And then we cut back to the party. We see Minnie holding her cheek that's bright red. What the hell, Pini? How could you do this to me? You're the one that requested that I be taken off the guest list. You know, when I first met you, you were nobody. You had 3,000 followers. You begged me to help you. Didn't you tell me that you wanted a best friend? But you were just a leech, a parasite. Guys, it's not that serious. Oh my God. Like literally at every second of this show, I'm like, guys, it's not that serious. It's just really not that serious, you know? What are you talking about? Shut up. Why? Am I lying, Minnie? You used me. You used my connections. And thanks to me, your follower count grew because you like to feed off other people, you stupid bitch. Don't you know how you got famous? Because of me. That's how you got famous, because of me. Back to Ari's live stream in current time. She says, I learned the cheat code is to leech off someone for fame because fame is the ultimate goal. Leech off someone, become their parasite until you are famous. It's really not that serious. And we get a glimpse of all the girls in the cabin society in current time. And they're all watching the live stream and they're freaking out. So they're all in different places. Some of them are in their cars. Some of them are crying on their bed. And they're freaking out, hyperventilating. Not just because Ari is out planning to reveal every dirty secret of theirs and expose them to the world, but because Ari, the #1 most followed influencer in all of Korea, is dead. So how the fuck is she live streaming?
Okay, so she's live streaming, but the news broke that she's dead.
She died in a car crash. She drowned in her car in a lake weeks ago.
That was just discovered.
Yes. No, it was discovered weeks ago, but now she's live streaming.
Oh, I see.
And so Ari says in the current time live stream, You want to know who I am, right? Because Hoari is dead. Then who am I? Wouldn't you like to know? Are you all scared yet? Especially you. Yes.
Now, the question is, can they do like those recorded video and then go live?
That's what they thought.
Oh, okay.
That's what the Cabin Society thought, but she's interacting with comments in real time.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not pre-recorded.
So either she didn't die, or this is someone else,
Yeah.
or it's an AI.
Yeah.
Okay.
She said, especially you, my stalker. I know who you are. The one who's terrified that I'm still alive. Are you scared? Don't you all want to know who killed me? And she ends the first live stream there. The next episode opens with the Cabin Society in real time meeting up to talk about dead Ari's live stream. Okay, the meeting notes. Number 1 on the schedule is, how can she live stream if she's dead? Okay, that's the number 1. Someone say something! She's dead! So how the hell is she live streaming to the world? Answer the question, somebody! Say something! I don't know. How would we know?
Who's screaming?
Chrissy. And Angela, the dumb hot one, is like, I don't know. How would we know? Oh my God, she's a ghost. What the hell are you talking about? Stop with your stupid bullshit. And Minnie is pissed. She's plotted all of this. She's a master manipulator. The crazy girl filmed all of this before she even died. And even in death, she's such an attention whore. Sarah walks in. False. She's responding and interacting with comments in real time. This is not old footage. I get it, it's hard to believe, and I feel the same way. But the live stream is not staged. Even now, she's responding to the comments. And she puts her phone on the table. We see Ari responding that she's pretty. People are like, you're so pretty. And she goes, thank you. And she's laughing. And the Gavin Society is freaking out. So we can clearly tell something really bad happened. It's not just the live stream that's pissing them off. Even before she died, it seems like some big climactic event happened. Chrissy is basically crying, clutching her phone. She deserves to be dead. She should be dead. How is she still here? Oh my God, tens of thousands of people are watching in real time and she's gaining followers by the second. Minnie is freaking out. She's taking pills. Her hands are shaking. And in the background, you can hear Ari say on the live stream, people who find me pretty, people who hate me for no reason, none of that matters anymore because every single secret, every little bit of information that I have is going to be revealed. I'm going to expose it all. Should we move on to the next stage? Aren't you curious which this one is about? We go back to the party where Penny is smashing glasses in front of Minnie now. And like she's literally throwing glasses on the ground. Penny.
Penny.
Yeah, Penny mom. She's freaking out. And Minnie's saying, what the hell are you doing? Acting so trashy. Trashy? I'm the one that even brought you to parties like this. I'm the one. You were just a tacky little nobody when I met you. Penny grabs Minnie by her hair and starts shaking her head like a salt shaker. Oh yeah, she's getting whiplash.
No security? Nothing?
Security's just watching. Yeah.
What?
I don't know. June's just letting them watch. They're having a good time. They're getting paid for a show, I guess. And Minnie is saying, please just let go. We're friends, remember? Nobody's stepping in until finally Ari rips the two apart and she says, Jesus, enough. What else are you going to do to her here? Sure, you can try and embarrass Minnie right now, but you're also embarrassing yourself further. Minnie pushes Ari and she ends up backing into a table and getting wine all over her white tweed Saint Laurent borrowed stolen dress. And Sarah kind of winces a little because she's pretty certain that's her dress because it's like limited stock. There's only like 10 in the whole world. And what are the odds, you know? And hers went in for alterations because it really do be her dress, right? But she's too rich to care too much about it. But there's a special meaning behind that dress we later find out. Did you just call me an embarrassment? And who the hell even are you? Are you Minnie's little lapdog or something? Special edition tweed Saint Laurent. Is it even real? Is it even yours? You think I can't spot people like you from a mile away? I know what you are. Bottom-feeding scum that's leeching off the rich and famous, hoping to get a little bit of taste for yourself. And what is it that you said to me? Do you even have 1,000 followers, you crazy
Oh, shit.
Bro, imagine saying that to someone. Imagine being like, do you even have 1,000 followers? It's one of those things where you sound dumb. You sound so dumb. Like, what does that even mean? So Ari slaps her across the face. And she says, I'm not done. She gets a cocktail and throws it at Pinimom. And Pinimom is like, you stupid. I said I'm not done. You had your opportunity to talk, so listen to me. I will say, can I say something? The dialogue in this K-drama is me in high school when I was like, ooh, that's a good comeback. And I'm like showering and I'm like, I'm going to be like, you know what? You bully me, but you're ugly on the inside and out and that's a good one, you know? But then you never do it because it would be cringe in real life. Yeah, that's kind of the dialogue. She's like, you had your opportunity to talk, so listen to me. You called me a lapdog and a bottom feeder? Wow, amazing how someone can spout so much bullshit. Oh, and this dress? Yeah, you're right. It's not mine. But guess what? Just like you, I can see exactly who you are. A bitch only feels powerful when you're putting others down. You don't even realize that. It's not your true colors that show when you're at the top. It's when you're at rock bottom, your true colors show. Excuse me? What? You think I'm making a scene? Well, I don't really care. I don't even know who any of these people in this room are. But unfortunately for you, you know all these people and you care about what they think about you. And you are the lowest of the low here. You let your mask slip in front of everyone. God, getting secondhand embarrassment. Are you only alive today? I guess you're just going to have to deal with it. If you have a problem with anything I said, then you can come and find me. And with that, Ari puts down her cocktail glass and walks out with her head held high. Everyone is watching her go like, who is that woman? She's cool. It seems like both Sarah and June, the CEO, are very intrigued by her.
Why is Sarah intrigued? Just be like, this woman stole my dress, but she's kind of cool.
Yeah, so I think Sarah's looking for like cool girls.
Okay.
Like she's surrounded by all these influencer girlies that are just kind of airheads. She's like, wow, this girl kind of has a backbone. And she gets home. She's cool. She's cool when she's leaving the party. And then she gets home and she is no longer cool. And her mom is smacking her on the top of her head. Oh my God, what do we do? Do you know how much this dress is? I can't do magic. What do you mean? You can't fix it, Mom? You're so good at dry cleaning, no? How do you make something like this disappear? How much do you think it is, Mom? Like $1,000? $2,000? Like $3,000? I don't know, probably more. What kind of money? Like, what kind of money do we even have? Like, why wine? Why not something else? Ari goes online to look for the dress to see if she can replace it. And it's $10,000. Okay. Both of them are literally in shock. The next day, June, the cosmetic CEO, is rock climbing while he's on a call. Because of course he is. It's
always the hot CEOs like fucking hopping off a airplane and helicopter while still like talking to someone.
Muscles shredded on a phone call, Bluetooth that shit. He's like, Q4, we're gonna do this, execute this strategy. $5 bajillion just made cha-ching in my pocket. And then he's like climbing down all cool. It's just too much, okay? And then at the ground is Tae, his attorney. Sarah's husband, his ex-fiance's husband.
Yeah. So June is obviously more influential and powerful.
Yes.
Okay.
And it seems like Tae doesn't know that June was engaged to his wife before him.
Bro, that is so awkward, man.
And it does seem like Sarah married her husband for a different reason. I don't think it was for power or influence. I think there was a reason. Because, like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like she's really into her husband, I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Even June's mom, one of the most powerful women in the country, loves Sarah. Like genuinely tells her friends nonstop. She's so upset that Sarah didn't marry her son.
Okay.
So it's very intriguing. I don't know. Anyway, they decide to have a business meeting while shopping for vintage cars where Minnie's husband, remember Minnie is the Bulgari girl? The one that just got bitch slapped? Yeah. Her husband is the CEO of the dealership. And Tae brings up the party last night. And Tae is like, oh, I heard something happened last night.
So who's in the showroom right now?
Tae, the lawyer, June, the cosmetic CEO, and Minnie's husband, the car dealership owner.
I see.
June is like, how did you know something happened last night? Sarah? I mean, did your wife tell you? You know you can just call her Sarah, right? My wife? You've known her since college. And you really think Sarah would tell me those things? Nah, my sister Chrissy told me. Did you not see Sarah last night, though? She was at the party. Oh, no, I left early. Meanwhile, the rest of the cabin society are icing out Minnie. The influencers, they're like, Minnie. We don't like Minnie either anymore.
Why?
Because, they think word is going to spread of what happened last night. And in Korean influencer world, this scandal is enough to bring down Minnie. In America, you would think that getting slapped by your best friend would ruin the person who's slapping, right? Like a Will Smith moment. Mm-hmm. But no, it ruins Minnie too.
Okay.
Because the feeling is like she must have done something so bad to warrant getting slapped by her best friend. And now Minnie is going around commenting nonstop on all the other girls' feeds to show the world, hey, we have a solidified front. I'm still in the good graces of the influencer gods and goddesses, which they think is so annoying. Like, when did Minnie get so clingy? I'm so sick of her. She's going to try and bring us all down with her. Have you guys seen the gossip blogs? They're whispering about something happened at the party last night, and they've only shared initials, but it's pretty clear that it's Minnie. And they're analyzing how we've been cutting her out of our life so everybody knows it's her. But Minnie is not going down without this fight. Meanwhile, Ari is crying at her desk with Junie trying to comfort her. Hey, did you at least get a picture from the party? Get your head on straight. That dress is $10,000. What are you talking about? A picture. Remember the Instagram account that you made? Minnie followed you and you have so many followers now. You have to start posting and give the people what they want. Followers? I don't even know any of these people. What do you mean I have to post? Ari is stressing when she gets a phone call. Beauty consultant Ari speaking. How can I help you? Who? Oh. I mean, yeah, I remember. But how do you have my number? Ari goes to meet up with the person that called. And I was thinking it's June, the CEO, right? No, it's not. It is a middle-aged man, CEO of a marketing PR firm. He wants to sign her.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
He's sitting down and he's saying, you've already garnered the right kind of attention from the party last night. You're already kind of in the circle. And you've got this blunt charm that I think is going to do really, really well.
It was just like an event, but he heard about it.
He was there.
Oh, okay.
He had seen it.
Okay.
I'm not sure that I follow. What I'm saying is, we want to take a chance on you. You have nothing but maybe a competitive edge, but we're not too sure. I think I can work with that. I think I can make you somebody. And you're friends with Minnie, right? Why? What does that have to do with anything? You think Minnie just got famous for being talented and pretty? It's business after all. Having friends like that is good. Ari walks back to her mom's shop while thinking about everything the PR guy just told her, and she sees an Aston Martin pull up and Sarah is walking in. She freaks out, runs inside to see her mom shaking and begging for forgiveness while Sarah just asks for her dress back. And her mom just keeps saying, please don't, I don't know how we're going to afford this dress. I'm so sorry. And Sarah just bluntly says, no matter how good your business is, you will not be able to reimburse what this dress is. And I'll just take it. Sarah walks out with the dress and, the two are confused. Most clients would have demanded a refund, threatened to sue them, reimbursement, something, especially because it wasn't a true accident. Ari was wearing it to a party where she saw her wearing it. Ari follows Sarah out. I said you don't have to refund me. I think we're done talking here. I'm sorry. I know there's no excuse for what we've done. I mean, we should have never done that, but I'm just very sorry. It's okay. We can stop. Ari pulls out her debit card. The PIN is 035. There's $5,000 on there, and it's a debit card, not a credit card, so you should be able to take out the money right away. I don't have a credit card because I don't like owing people, so all I have is this debit card. Sarah walks up to her and takes the card from her hand. It seems like less because she wants the money, but more so Ari just said, I don't like owing people. And maybe it's she's trying to handle this to give Ari dignity and grace as well as the feeling.
Yeah.
But please know that my mom and I aren't classless. We're not evil people that won't know what we did wrong. We know what we did wrong and we're going to have to live with that guilt. And I just want you to know that we genuinely are sorry. We're also not so broke that I can't pay you back. I'm going to pay you back no matter what. this is all I have right now, and I'm going to get the rest to you as soon as I can. But again, I'm just really sorry for the grief that we've caused, and we're going to pay you back. I think you misunderstood. I didn't mean to look down on you or anything. Ari, right? Is that your name? It's a shame we have to meet like this. My first impression of you at the party was that you were very cool. When I said that I didn't need you to pay me, I wasn't saying that you couldn't pay me, just that I don't really wear that dress anyway, and I should have thrown it out long ago. So please don't worry about it, and tell your mother not to lose sleep over it.
Wow, she's so nice.
She hands her card back, gets into the car to drive off, but instead of feeling grateful, Ari's just kind of shocked, and she says, she was going to throw it away anyway? The dress that cost more than my savings? And on the way back, Sarah is actually crying because, again, I think the way that she said, you can't refund me for the dress was more like it was an irreplaceable dress type of feeling. It's not the dress because she's crying and she remembers she was wearing it in Europe on a date with June, and it was like a very meaningful dress to her. Listen, I just want to know why she married Tay and not June, because she seems hung up on the guy like he's the one that got away.
But she's the one that left him?
But instead of going home, Sarah gets called to an emergency meeting held by Chrissy, which she's honestly just showing up out of familial obligation at this point. Minnie has posted that she's hosting a live stream with her besties tomorrow, a Gabin Society live stream. And they're all scoffing, as if we would show up. Look at her. She's disgusting. She's doing just about anything to keep her dirty claws in us. What, she thinks that we're going to show up and show the world that we're all okay with her? See, this is why you can't hang out with people that are not on your level. There is a fundamental difference between people like me and people like Minnie.
What did Minnie do?
She's just not from a rich family, and she got slapped.
What in the freaking world are we talking about?
It's really weird. So in Korean society, like it's the, you know how sometimes you see TikToks where it's like, I don't trust girls who don't have a lot of friends? Korean society is even worse than that. So if your friend slaps you, you must be pretty shady behind the scenes. Like that level of drama in a friend group must mean you're a level of toxic too. You're a level of gross, toxic, like just nasty. And Minnie's whole image is that she's the 언니 that you can trust. She's the big sister who will ride or die for her friends. And she's getting slapped by her so-called best friend. You know, it just looked bad. Sarah looks annoyed and she tells Chrissy, well, I'll be attending the live stream.
Sarah will be attending?
Minnie called this morning and I've already confirmed, and it wouldn't be nice to go back on my word. I can assume that I will be the only one in attendance. Then I should call it a night, girls. Gotta get ready early for the live stream. And the girls look confused.
Are they not pissed at her?
They can't be. She's got way too much real power, you know? She doesn't even have social power, but she's got real socialite power. And Chrissy says, 언니. And the other girls say, Miss Sarah, I thought you weren't even that close with Minnie. Sarah gets up, says goodnight, and starts walking off, and Chrissy chases after her. 언니, what the hell? Chrissy, you said that there's levels to this. And even if there are, who decides that? Who decides who's on what level and what authority and with what audacity? Chrissy, you said that being a celebrity means that everything that you do is public. Is this what you want to be known for? Chrissy is someone that drops her friends at the drop of a hat to save her own skin. Is that what you want to be represented as? If you're okay with people saying that to you, then this is what you should do. But think long and hard what kind of image you want to build for yourself. Chrissy's friends are pissed too. Sarah walks off and they say, if she goes and we don't go, we look bad. Even if she doesn't do social media, she's more famous than any of us. Her dad's like a political giant, and her philanthropic charity work, and her husband being the top attorney of Korea, we're going to look so freaking bad if she goes and we do not. I don't know. Why does she keep doing this to me? Chrissy's annoyed. Meanwhile, Minnie is sitting at a cafe. This is the next day. So she's about to do her live stream, but she's sitting at a cafe, and Ari walks in. Ari, you're here. Come sit.
Why is Ari there? She invited her?
Minnie invited her to the cafe. So Ari
So
sits
she's
down.
like trying to bring Ari into this socialite group.
We don't know why she invited her to the cafe. We don't even know what's going on. Ari has no idea about the live stream or anything. She just showed up.
Okay.
And I'm so sorry about the party. I know I invited you, and I had no idea Binny would show up. She's always been pretty jealous of me, you know, because I just never knew how far and desperate she would have gone from that jealousy, though. It's just so scary to think about that people are capable of something like that. I could barely sleep last night. I was sick to my stomach. You could barely sleep? You must have had an easy life then. I've seen a lot worse. Okay. Ari, speaking of what you said at the party the other night about how you didn't go to college in America, because last time I heard, yeah, our family went broke. What? What's with all the shock? It happens a lot. We went broke. I'm dirt poor. Yeah, it's just how it turned out. Oh. So what are you doing now? I'm selling cosmetics. It's a brand called Bibida. You probably don't know, it's not well known or that expensive. Oh. Look, I don't think we need to sit here and swap life stories. It's not that I was hiding something from you. I just didn't have a chance to tell you the truth. No. I get it. I get why it would be uncomfortable. You grew up like a princess. To go from that to... Yeah, it must be hard. Ari tries to ask Minnie about her Instagram and how to run it. So it seems like Ari is genuinely curious because she had that meeting with the PR guy. But Minnie randomly goes, oh my God, look at the time. You want to come to my store instead? I'll show you around. And she gets her up, holds her hand, and drags her to the store that's conveniently right across the street. And while they're shopping in there, Sarah, along with the rest of the Gabin Society, show up and they spot Ari. Oh, your friend is here again. And Minnie starts live streaming. She doesn't even warn everyone, okay? She starts live streaming through her store, trying to act like they're all best friends, hanging out. So her whole point of the live stream is to sell her products in the store. And Ari is just in the back wearing like the craziest clothes. Everyone came dressed to the nines because they know it's a live stream happening, but she's just like dressed in, I don't know, regular everyday attire. And everybody else is trying to be all classy and she's trying to hide. And all the comments are so excited to see her. So Minnie uses this see Ari. Because, you know, it's like a new face. Who is that girl? Why does she dress so different? Why does she look so different?
Okay.
Minnie uses this time to showcase how nice she is. She tells the story of how she was bullied in high school for being so rich. And the only person that was there for her was Ari because she was also really rich. But now she's no longer rich. And she wants to show Ari some love because they're besties. And she's going to help her sell her skincare, her job, because she has a job, guys. So she can make some money because she needs some money, guys. So viewers, let's do 200 sets today, okay? Let's do it. 200 sets of Ari skincare. People like the cute little story and they start buying, and Ari, who was like trying to dodge the live stream, is suddenly interested in the live stream. Not for the fame, but 200 sets. Do you know how many doors she would have to knock on to sell 200 sets of this shit? Meanwhile, the rest of the girls are rolling their eyes. There Minnie goes, showing the world that even though her supposed bestie, Binnie Mom, hates her, she still has tons of friends who love and support her. Because if she didn't, the question would be why? Why is she such a shitty person off camera that even her friends hate her? There must be something wrong with her. Minnie briefly stops the live stream and the girls in the back are laughing. The girl wearing Saint Laurent was a fake the whole time, selling cheap cosmetics sales girl. Faker. She's so cheap. Talking? Like Chrissy, Gina, Angela.
Gosh, can they be any more unlikable?
Can I just say something?
There's none of them has some kind of dimension to them.
Can I just say something? I've met some really shitty influencers, clearly, but like I've never met them this caricature-y. Like, how many followers? Shut up, you don't even have 1,000 followers. You know, like I've never met like that level of influencer. That's crazy. If they exist, that's crazy. But I will say some of it is accurate. That's why I stopped going to events. There is that like very strange like, oh, you're a YouTuber? Immediately looks up how many followers you have. And like, they're like, oh my God, I've seen your videos before. But I know that you're only looking it up to see how many. And then it like happens in repeat. The next person, someone comes into the room. It's like, oh, you're on Instagram? What's your handle so I can follow you? And then it's like, okay, guys, this is really depressing. This is like really depressing. Yeah, I was talking about it the other day, and it's like I was talking about it with Pokey the other day. It's the swivel effect. at an event, you know
What?
it's not a fun event, because there's genuinely some fun events. It's usually a little bit more intimate where everybody kind of already knows each other and you're just genuinely there, like not trying to story, just trying to have a good time, you know? But then most events are the swivel head events where they're talking to you, but not really. They're swiveling their head to see when the next bigger creator comes in. Where's the next one? Like you're having a conversation with them, but they're like, is Mr. Beast coming? Because I don't know who this little Asian girl is. She's not good enough for me. Okay? It's the swivel head effect. So, I mean, I guess like there is some truth to this show, but just the way they talk is a little much. Faker, cheap sales girl. And Ari walks out because she's pissed. She's not going to stand there and get shit talked. Like, she doesn't need these people. And Minnie is chasing after her. Like, where are you going? Is that why you wanted to meet today? So I can be on your live stream and make you look good? Clean up your image? Nice, rich Minnie helping out her poor friend? You think this only benefits me, Ari? I'm helping you sell products. And who the hell are you to judge me? You're broke, college dropout. You have nothing. And at that state, you want to be on some sort of moral high ground? Like, I felt bad when I heard you were selling makeup, and I was like, maybe I can help her. Hey, you, I'm trying to help you get some money in your pocket. Do you know how much my fees are to do something like this? I'm helping you. Helping me? This is all a way to make yourself look good. You're just using me to do it. You feel bad for me? Well, I feel bad for you. I think you're in a worse position than I am, and you're just as pathetic as me. I'm pathetic? Yeah, that's right. I'm embarrassed for you. I can't even look you in the eye. Get a grip, Minnie. You think acting like this, you'll get what you want in life? You must be out of your mind, Ari. What I want in life? What about you? Just admit it. You're jealous of me because I'm somebody and you're barely scraping by.
Jesus Christ, man. Like, they are so vile.
Yeah, like, bro, if I heard a conversation like this in real life, in like a collab video, I'd be like, I gotta get out of here. This is not that serious. Yeah. And Ari's like, what? No. Don't be delusional right now, Ari. We're no longer what we used to be. I'm no longer the needy, broke girl, and you're no longer the rich daughter. I never even saw you as some needy, broke girl. Exactly. So who the hell are you to tell me what I am now? You're not the Ari that I used to know either. You're a dropout, broke door-to-door saleswoman, and you're just a loser. Shit. I let a low-rent loser into my inner circle, and you still feel entitled? Get a grip, Ari. This attitude without the money isn't a good look. What the fork? Ari walks out and Sarah heard all of it. And Ari seems genuinely startled. I think a part of her did feel some truth to what Minnie was saying. I think she remembers when they were kids, it was raining one day and Minnie refused to go into the rain because her backpack was Burberry. It was actually a gift that Ari had given her. Mm-hmm. And she's like, Minnie, bags are for using, not for worshiping. Come on, just cover your head and let's go. Minnie refused and she hugged the bag tight. And now Ari is thinking, now look at us. Like the tables have turned. And I think that there is some truth to it that Ari was feeling like she is trying to use some sort of moral high ground so she feels better than Minnie. Was kind of like, it seems like she's getting hit with a lot of realizations. Now, real time, dead Ari is live streaming. And she tells the world, in this world of influencers, followers are everything. How many? It's a measure of how important you are and how much money you can make. And what people don't know is you can buy them. And there's a flashback of Minnie calling the PR company after this failed live stream and telling them to buy followers. And they have a whole team of people on computers, iPhones, iPads to buy followers that not only follow, but they comment, like posts, they interact with her page. Meanwhile, old Ari is walking home being espresso depresso when she gets a call to come to the police station. She doesn't know what else is going on, so she starts running. She gets through the police station door and there's a whole crew of officers standing around a desk. She forked up big time is the vibe. Like there's 10 officers standing around the desk all waiting for her. Is someone dead? Is someone dead in her apartment? Is her mom dead? What is this about? You tell us. The group of officers move aside, and in the chair in front is a man sitting in a full 3-piece suit. June, the hot CEO. And that is where I leave you.
What?
And that is going to be it for part 1 of Bling the Celebrity. Please let me know if you guys want a part 2. I know that this one was a little bit of an interesting version of events, like a storytelling experience, because I feel like there's a timeline within a timeline and it flashes back and forth. So please let me know if there's any way I can make it less confusing. But I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Bacon a Mystery, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.